the project that I chose to show you guys today was a project by Ms. Ford. The project was a well-being project. Now, what well-being is a form or measure. Is used. Well-beings are used to measure the stability or how developed the country is. Now, well-beings come in different forms. I was given 5 well-beings to talk about. I was given GDP, GNI. GDP stands for gross domestic product. GNI stands for gross net income. Now, what gross domestic product um, is basically how much a country makes within its borders. Now, GNI, gross net income, is the sum of the gross domestic product plus the net income made overseas by the country. Now, the United States stands as the most powerful country due to its military and how much money they have. Another well-being that I used was the Gini coefficient. Now, the Gini coefficient is a well-being used to measure the inequality of a country, but it's mostly used to show how rich or poor or developed or undeveloped a country is. Now, the closer it is to 0, the more equal the society is. Now, the closer it is to 1, the less equal it is, and that means that it's like corrupted. There's like the money is distributed between top 1%, like they have most of the money, and most of the people who have no money at all. For example, the United States is closer to, it's more stabilized. It's around 0.4, 0.5 around there. So now what that shows is that the United States is not really as equal, or doesn't have as an, you feel me, an equal distribution of income within its people in the society. Another well-being that I used to explain that I used was HDI, and what HDI measures is life expectancy, years of schooling, and the income per capita. So now, the higher HDI is, that means the more developed the country is. So, for example, the United States has 12 years of schooling, while like a country, let's say like Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico's it's not a country, but it's part of the United States. But before it was part of the United States, it used to only go up to grades from pre-K all the way up to 9th grade. So it was less developed during that time. When the United States came in, that's when it was a shift from agriculture to industrialization, being you feel me, like the income, like bringing in most of the income to the country or to the island. Thing. So now, what my Ms. Fo wanted us to do with do y'all want me to scroll down? Or y'all want me to just I'll scroll. So now what Ms. Fo wanted us to do with the well-being project is she didn't want us to just focus on facts and, oh yeah, so gross domestic product does this, or HDI does this. She wanted us to change it and maybe conform to it, and just add on to how can we show like a measurement of well-being. How can, like, what are other ways that we can measure the stability or how developed the country is or the wealth of a country. So I wanted to show how suppressed we are kept in the Bronx, and how the Bronx is put down and neglected. So let me show you guys. So what Ms. Ford had us do is she had us make a survey. We created a survey. It's my well-being survey. My first question is, do you have cameras in your building? My second question is, does it make you feel safe? Now the third question, does having police roam your neighborhood make you feel safe? So the reasoning behind why I added questions that had to do with police and stuff was due to how continuous and how often police brutality has been happening. Like, since there has been more deaths from the hands of police than the deaths told in 9/11. And that's like the fact that more people are dying from the hands of police than a mass, like a genocide, not genocide, but like, alright, my fault, I'm getting like lost in this. But alright, so yeah, so I wanted to show how police brutality was happening too often, and so I started to survey people around my neighborhood. I surveyed two types of people. One half of the people were people who were open to what the ghetto offers, and now by what I mean by what the ghetto offers is they were open to the neglection of the Bronx, the neglection of everything and living here, what it's like to be here. Every day I roam these streets. Like, I come out of school and it's like I see my people being suppressed. You go to Manhattan or you go to a place like Times Square, you see police. They just there. You feel me? They just there. And why are they just there standing around? Because it's a large tourist attraction place. It's a place where many tourists come. So now they're not gonna be coming up to people of color and telling them like, oh, like, let me check you or this, that, due to the fact that there's so many tourists in that area. But now you come down to the Bronx and you go down to the corner, you right here in this corner, you will see people being stopped. Or let's go up to Hunts Point where there's, you feel me, more people, and now by more people, there's more minorities, because the Bronx only consists of mostly minorities. Most of the or if not, there's only like 0.5, not 0.5, it's like around 12% non-Hispanic whites in the Bronx. And I think that maybe I exceeded there. But the population consists of Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, people from the Caribbean, people from countries in Africa, people from countries in South America, mostly minorities. Now,
so the alarm should have gone off. I stopped extending it.
Okay, so.
But
you want me to keep going?
Just be mindful that you're supposed to have 3 minutes left.
Alright, I got you. I'm gonna just show y'all my life. So there's only 3 minutes. Is this connected to the?
Yeah, should be.
I'm gonna put it here because it's not connected to that. Or you want me to just leave it like that? I'll grab it. Like,
Can you do it from here?
yeah, I got it. Yeah, sorry. So now in my rap, I wanted to like show how I wanted to talk about a couple stories and show the neglection in the story and how they were neglected, and show the corruption and how down and suppressed we are kept in the Bronx. Dropping out of school to be another statistic, or being pushed out because he seemed too simplistic. He Puerto Rican, so he can't be ballistic. The way I'm rhyming words, I'm too artistic. Too many family dying, some say I speak in terms too eulogistic, but they killing our youth. I got no time to lose. I miss school cause my cousin died. You told me that's an excuse. I give you my hand as a sign of truce. You take it and break it, why so much abuse? I'm already living with a single mother with no job, and then I forget to say we living it without a roof. So we living without a house, shorty color, so the only thing you see is what's beneath that blouse. But at home, you have a spouse who brought his pain. How does God sleep? But then again, how does he allow too many dead bodies? I can't count 1 million, that was the amount. But you don't listen to worried about what's in your account. But no dollars here, living below the poverty line. It's like being in line under a dime. So all the younger could do is sell dimes while I sit here and sell rhymes. Both increasing crime. Around the corner, yellow tape lines. So how am I supposed to feel sometimes? You add both, and it equals a negative combination. Another reason for why this is a God-forsaken nation. See, these lines are all about negation. Code is a compilation. The Bronx, a place where you grow with a poor education. A place where they lead you down to the penitentiary instead of down the hall where they kept it down. Graduating elementary, and you got kids sipping Hennessy. There's beauty in a man with a penny, fuck the man with the 20. If you look close, you only knew one of them are wealthy. And that's deadly real scary, like a bunch of sharks in a feeding frenzy. Feel trapped in a cage, now I'm part of the system. Fuck my age, know my wisdom, part of the system. So I'm a victim of the system, but I fear that I'm too fearsome. They wanna know the theorem, how come the melody go with the rhythm, or the rhythm go with the melody? Being free, now that would be real therapy. Cause they treat me terribly, I walk the streets helplessly. It's like being a minority is a felony. Hate is confused admiration, so is it jealousy? Is it mentally, do you have no empathy? I learned life is less about biology and more about chemistry. Now that was heavenly, if heaven free, why we kill for money? A Bronx tale, but my name is Sunny. It's not Sunny, but it's a sun, that's funny. I'm hungry, I hold on to my tummy. I got no money, the root of all evil money. The root of all people seems to be evil, cause lead just turned lethal. At one time when lead was used to write sequels, now they end people. Little green cards are needful because we are not equal. I'm supposed to be illegal, but the white skin is legal. Guess the sin is legal, but still against the cathedral. A Bronx tale, two choices, seeing death or seeing jail. Trust me, a young Puerto Rican male, straight out of inner veil. No more details, cause I ain't trying to receive mail. Death in emails, death in these trails. When the train gets derailed, I'm just telling the tale of how one cart follows the other like they chasing tail. The leading cart falls and it all fails. When it's all low, get high to even a plateau. So yeah, that was the song.